good on this side. Pipeline being put back up, sanctions is being removed on the other end. Russia played a dirty, dirty game. I'm just saying they played chess.
Did they, or did they just wait?
They didn't. They didn't. They played the game. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that pipeline got blown up by somebody at one point. So they like, we gonna get that together. We gonna figure it out. Get these sanctions lifted.
We gonna get it back.
Regime in place. We gonna get it back.
And but back to my point, before we move on, is that every $10 jump is essentially a quarter to 30 cents, tax basically on a gallon for everybody's commute. So that's just one part of it. Then the U.S. has run more than 250 foreign interventions, so you already had that up since 1991, and that's not charity when you think about it. It's basically a subscription model, right? We pay in blood, in debt, and other countries cash out in security and trade access. So that's a lot to handle for seemingly being the number one in the space. All right. Last thing I want to talk about is money specifically. We're going to talk about war-proof stocks.
Well, that's hold that real quick, because that's the next thing we're going to talk about is that. So hold real quick. So before we go into the money, and we were talking about being amicable and how we use words. Now we ain't gonna just glaze over when he was sitting there with Japan, when Donnie sat there and he was talking to him. One of the reporters was like, "Hey, Donnie, I got a question." He said, "Yeah, you." He said, "Wait a minute, is this person cool?" Not Japanese people, for the most part, from what I've read, what I've heard, and so forth, it'd be real laid back, right? So cool, go ahead, let them talk. Hey, Donnie, why you ain't let nobody know you was gonna blow up some stuff? Why Donnie sit there and say, why you ain't let us know that y'all was gonna do Pearl Harbor like that?
Yeah.
So I got a video of a Japanese interview.
He picks the wrong time to be a damn comedian, Donnie.
Right. It's a place where nobody was gonna laugh at that shit.
We would have cracked up at it here, but it's like, dog.
Yeah.
No. Play to the room, sir.
Right.
You could have came back home and told that joke.
Right.
Well, let's hear from actual Japanese president what they think real quick before we move on.
I think it was probably a very difficult situation to respond to as Prime Minister. Personally, I took President Trump's remark as just a joke. But because of her position, if she laughed too much, she'd likely face criticism. So I imagine it
put her in a bad spot. Culturally put her in a bad spot.
You see the smirk though, right?
Indeed, a surprise attack. Starting a war or launching an attack like that without any warning, it was obviously against the rules. Looking back now, I think maybe both sides should have given advance notice. Given the historical context of Japan having done that, and with Donald Trump bringing it up as an example, it makes me feel a bit uneasy as a Japanese citizen.
Right, because don't nobody know what the hell he on right now. Shit, is he talking about invading Japan too? Like this.
Drop some drip in the comments. Were you surprised that was their sentiment? I was a little surprised that they even would have thought maybe it was kind of a joke, because really in their culture, like from what I understand, it joking like that ain't it.
That's
so
not
I'm a little
funny.
surprised. It's actually
Hell no, that ain't funny. Nagasaki.
Hiroshima happened after that.
Right.
Osaka. Like what the?
I'm kind of surprised that they took it so lighthearted, but
No, that's not.
No, they didn't take it lighthearted. They was treading lightly.
They're just they're very polite as a culture. That's another thing.
When he left, they was like, "This is an asshole." Trust me, he running the U.S. like East Side High right now. They like, we don't know what the hell Joe Clark may do. So that's what that was. That was them just being like, she smirked, but at the same time, she was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. She had that look. So, this is trash. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So their culture is all about respect and modesty and everything else. But they wasn't feeling that shit. I wasn't feeling it. I'm like, really, dog?
Yeah, I felt like that was super disrespectful.
Right. I mean, the thing is,
We have to do that.
for me, is that it's actually almost making light of war, making light of the sacrifices that are made, or in whatever capacity for whatever side.
That's
You're
exactly
already you're in a current modern, we'll say, collision going on right now, conflict, and then you bring up that
One of
piece
the
of
most-
history, which is one of the most horrific pieces of history and statements, essentially, that had to be made that put everybody on notice, right?
Right.
When those things went off, everybody said, "Oh shit!" Like the game done changed. And
Right.
then that's what everybody be like, all right, we seen what these do. It's no longer theory. Everybody got to chill.
Right.
That's pretty much what that did for everybody. It made it real.
Yeah. He's sitting in the White House watching the movie Pearl Harbor, and he's still in entertainment mode. Like, no, dog, that was that was a thing, brother. Like,
So
them
speaking
files
of,
are declassified in your world. You read that. You know what happened.
speaking of
Under moonlight glow, the vibe is tight. Gem and Dame on the mic till the break of night. We bring the heat while the city's asleep. News so deep, it'll make your soul weep. Late night trip, come and take a sip. Odd squads here, let your thoughts flip. We break it down, what it means to you.